All right, starting with my little Splinter Cells collection. So I have Padoros Tomorrow, Double Agent, which also came out for the 360. Chaos 3 was one of the best ones. I have the original one, but I try to keep all the Xbox Lives ones. Try to keep that line going. All right, Area 51. It was actually a really good first-person shooting game. Burnout Revenge, a great Burnout, and I got it for $6. Advanced Warfighter. This is the first one. This game also had a 360 release as well. Ninja Gaiden, not Black, just regular Ninja Gaiden. Brothers of Arms series, so I got Earn in Blood and Road to Hill 30. Far Cry, these was actually the first Far Cries that came out before they went into, more like, this is when you had powers and stuff. This is when kind of a little bit more fantasy based. Anyway, Evolution, Instincts, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, a great freaking Marvel game. Has a great story, has a lot of the Marvel characters in it. Jedi Academy, which is a great game. This is a sequel off of Jedi Outcast, and it has a great little system there. You also can choose light or dark. That's actually really fun, and they kept the same sword play from Jedi Outcast. Crimson Sky is a great game. Driver 3, Doom, but this is not the BFG edition. This is the original port of Doom, and you only can hold one thing in your hand, either a weapon or a flashlight. That is a good port of Doom. Everybody loves the BFG edition. That one is really good. The Clone Wars and Texturous, Mech Assault Lone Wolf. This is actually a fun one, and this one I think has a single player story. Metal Slug 3. I wanted to get a Neo Geo just because I wanted to play Metal Slug. So, now I don't have to. Excuse the wires and stuff over here. I gotta fix this. Alright. Project Gotham Racing 2. Halo 2, and of course Chronicles of Riddick. This was actually a really good game at the time. And there was also a sequel that was released on the Xbox 360. Coming down here, Cabela's Big Game Hunter. I just picked this up. America's Army Rise of Soldier. So the Army, USA Army actually came out with a couple of video games, and this is one of them. I never really played this game, but it doesn't look bad. It's very team and squad based. Unreal Championship. Now this game, the servers are no longer online for this game, but it was a great multiplayer game back in the day. I remember playing this for hours on multiplayer. Silent Hill Relentless Dream. So this is like the director's cut of Silent Hill 2. So when Silent Hill 2 was released in Japan for the PlayStation, they actually came out with a director's cut that had extra scenes and stuff. Like right here, which is Xbox Extras, that's pretty much the extra scenes and stuff. So this is pretty much like the director's cut. Battlefront 1, Republic Commander, Star Wars Republic Commander was actually a good one. Roar, which is a okay wrestling game. I really like the fact that you can do the pyros and stuff like that. 007 Nightfire, Fusion Frenzy was actually a great freaking game to play. That's a good game to play if you want, if you have friends over and stuff like that. This is a great party game. Fable, one a good game. This is the Lost Chapter, so this one's like the director's cut. Not even this is the director's cut of Fable. Has a lot of extras in it. One of my favorite games. Sega GT. Now this is not just Sega GT. It's also Jet Set Radio Future, which is the sequel to Jet Grind Radio. Time Splitters 2. Now I was going to get 1, but somebody told me to go straight to 2. Beyond Good and Evil was a good game. The Hunter the Reckoning was one of my favorite games, especially for multiplayer. They have another one to the series, a sequel called The Redeemer, and they also have another one called Wayward, which I need to get. Oddworld Stranger's Wrath was a good game. This one's actually you play a bounty hunter in the March's Odyssey world. That was a good game. Jade Empire was one of the great freaking JRPGs, or JRP, how you was able to control stuff, move things around, how you was able to make your character, your combat style. That was a good game. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man, NASCAR. Call of Cthulhu was a great freaking game. This one's very big on horror and stuff, but I hear the second act wasn't the best. And then we got Cold Fear. So this came out around the same time as Resident Evil 4. To me, this is actually better than Resident Evil 4. Graphics wise, the story, this one was really good. It just got overshadowed by Resident Evil 4. And a lot of mechanics from Resident Evil 4 is actually in this game. And to me, the Xbox port is the better port of the game, because you actually can see the beauty of this game. It makes you feel like you're actually on the boat. The water effects, that's still the best way. Now, coming down to this shelf, you see I got the first Splinter Cell, Mark Echoes Getting Up, but it is actually the collector's edition, which I currently own. Then the first Halo, because you got to have the first Halo. Gun, Matrix Path of Neo. Everybody said that This one is a lot better than Enter the Matrix. You didn't get to play that yet. I hope it is. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was not bad. Family Guy video game. I don't know why this guy hates. This actually was a decent game. Freedom Fighters. This game was released on multiple consoles, but like I always say, it plays better on the Xbox. And one of my favorite games. Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur came out with Soul Calibur 2, and each one had their own special character. And you see Xbox had Spawn, GameCube had Link, and then PlayStation had Arashi. So this was a good game. This Burnout was the first Burnout, and I forgot that I even had it. Go figure. UFC and Steel Battalion. So Steel Battalion is one of the most expensive games I own currently on the Xbox. And this game itself is like about 100 some change. But what makes this game expensive ain't really the game. What makes this game expensive because you need this big ass controller to play it. This controller alone runs like 300 plus, but you need this controller just to play the game. You can't play the game on a regular controller, but it gives you the full simulation of like your Paladin mech. All right, then we got Thief, Deadly Shadows, another game that I forgot I had. Knockout Kings is a good game. The best port of Grand Theft Auto 3 is for the OG Xbox. Legacy of Kain Defiance, this one continues the Soul Reaver saga. I think brings it to a conclusion. Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone, decent ones. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Knights of the Old Republic, really good games. If you like RPGs, if you like Star Wars, this takes place in the Old Republic era, really good ones. And then AMP is actually a snowboarding game, which I forgot I had. All right, there's a lot of games for the OG Xbox that I must have forgot that I had. But anyway, coming down here, we got Bruce Lee. Now, I just got Bruce Lee because I have a Jackie Chan game and a Jet Li game, so I feel like I need a Bruce Lee game, so I picked that up. Mafia, the first one. Spider-Man 2, I heard was good. Breakdown is one of my favorite games on the OG Xbox. It's almost like Hardcore Henry, kind of, how you play, the fighting and everything like that. This was like Mirror's Edge before Mirror's Edge came out. Very good game. Highly recommend it. Simu 2, a great sequel to the original Simu. I kind of wish that we would have got Simu 2 on the Dreamcast, but by the time Simu was released in the United States, Simu 2 was released in the United States, they already discontinued the Dreamcast. So we only got it for the Xbox. At least we got it, right? Winback 2, not a best sequel, but it's a decent game. Gunmetal, I picked this up in Georgia because of the case look cool. I have yet to play it, but it looks like one of those gimmick games. NFL Fever, NWCA football, Invisible War. This is Human Invisible War. This is like the first game in the series, I believe. Combat World War 2, Patronage, Dead or Alive 3, which is a great fighting game. I used to play hours and hours of this game with my friends and play, and we beat each other. World Racing, Prisoner of War was almost like The Great Escape, but it's actually got a really cool storyline too. And then I have Commandos, Men of Courage. And I almost forgot Crazy Taxi 3. So one quick thing about Crazy Taxi 3. This one has Crazy Taxi 1, 2, and 3 stages in it. Has a new stage, pretty much Las Vegas. Has almost all the original soundtrack music. As you see, if you get to try to play Crazy Taxi now, like on Xbox Live, a lot of the music was replaced due to licensing. But this has almost all of them in there. And this is a great port of the game. Yes, there is some slowdown, but you know what? This is a great game.